Hello, my name is Seth Harrison and I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist at the Center for Manual Medicine and Regenerative Orthopedics, and today we're going to be talking about CBD. CBD is the buzzword right now all over commercials, social media, in magazines and newspapers. Everybody has something to say about CBD. And so what I want to do is clarify how we utilize CBD at the Center for Manual Medicine and address some of the common questions that I get asked. CBD at the Center for Manual Medicine is primarily used for pain reduction. We're a clinic that deals with musculoskeletal pain, so most of the recommendations we're giving are for its ability to help reduce pain. Why CBD works is because we naturally have CBD receptors in our body that can get off kilter or out of balance, which may cause a reaction of pain. Your body will experience pain differently. And if your endocannabinoid system is not working properly, then your body will interpret pain differently. So just like an opioid is a narcotic and that goes in and fills a receptor that stops pain, CBD is a cannabinoid that can go into our body, and we have CBD receptors that they fill. So we need to figure out what is the right CBD and what is the right dose. Now, another thing that we will sometimes suggest CBD for is for anxiety reduction and sleep, because when you have pain, generally stress and anxiety goes up and sleep declines. So this could be a very useful supplement for people that are having this type of discomfort. When we look at CBD that we carry here, we carry a number of tinctures. And these tinctures can go from 300 milligrams, 600 milligrams, and 1200 milligrams. And what that means is how many milligrams are in the entire bottle. That isn't how much is in per dose, that's the entire bottle. So the 300 bottle is half as strong as the 600, is half as strong as the 1200. So when we have a patient come in and they try to decide, how do I start taking this? Well, the tinctures are sublingual, so that means that you're going to put a couple drops underneath your tongue, and you need to let it sit there for 45 seconds to a minute to be absorbed in your mouth. Because if it's not absorbed in your mouth, it isn't going to be absorbed by your body. Now, when you look at this, one thing that we really like is that our droppers tend to be gradiated. So when you look at this dropper, it has little marks that show how much to take in a dose. We suggest 10 milligrams for the first dose. So 10 milligrams in the morning and 10 milligrams in the evening. And see how your body responds. You may not notice something immediately. It may take a couple days. If you go for 3 or 4 days and you do not notice any change, then up the dose by 10 milligrams. So then you could take 20 milligrams in the morning and 20 milligrams at night. And again, wait a couple days, stay consistent with your dosing, and see if you start to have a response. When you find the response, stop at that level. Now, one of the side effects that patients have came in and told me is if I take 20 or 30 milligrams in the morning, it makes me sleepy. So we have figured out, case by case, those people tended to like 10 milligrams in the morning, and maybe they would take 20 or 30 milligrams before bed, and that would be the therapeutic dose for them. The tinctures do help with pain, but also with that anxiety and sleep. Now, if we look at some of the other options that we have, some people prefer to put CBD on the specific location that hurts, thinking, I have tennis elbow. My elbow hurts right here. Instead of taking a tincture under the tongue, this would be where you could take a cream or an oil and put it directly on the site of pain. We have a couple options here. Here's an oil that you can just rub directly on the site of pain. A lot of people like that. We have found this very effective for thumbs, for fingers, for elbows, for a variety of different regions where people are having pain. Whereas if you have a bigger area, let's say you have a shoulder that's bothering you or an area of your back, then some of these creams tend to work really well. The cream also has some other components in it that give you a cooling sensation that also feels good. The creams come in a 250 milligram or a 750 milligram. Again, that is in the whole bottle, not per dose. The dosing is a little bit different when you're using the creams, where you start out with a small pump for the size of area that you're going to use. From our experience, we found it does not take very much, and it tends to work very well. When looking for CBD products, a couple things to keep in mind. Make sure and get them from a reputable source that tests the products. And nearly every product that has came to me has been tested. But I go through a pharmacist that sends everything off for another independent test. Then they actually have a QR code right on the bottle that you can scan and see the exact makeup of what's in that bottle. So we know our patients are getting what they're buying. Another thing, especially in the state of Kansas, is these are all zero THC products. THC being the psychoactive component of the cannabis plant. That is not legal in Kansas. This has no THC. These are all pure CBD products. If you have any questions about CBD or would like to come and see what options that we have available for you at the Center for Manual Medicine, feel free to come to our office, 5000 Southwest 21st Street in Topeka, Kansas, or give us a call, 785-271-8100. Thank you.